Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Just reading your comments. I was a few moments later today. I'll just wait until sometimes it takes a little bit to get the video going. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Fiona. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Betty. And good morning, Cheryl. So far, welcome to Coffee and Card Week 3, and I've dressed to match today. I didn't realise. Well, I love this jumper. It's one of my faves. Well, it's more like a sweatshirt. I love this sweatshirt, and I match the papers. Not today's card I don't match, and I've got my mug that matches. So I'm all matchy. Good morning, Sue. So yes, it's actually, and I know we always talk about the weather a bit, don't we? We're quite predictable souls. It started off a little bit drizzly today, but it's turned out it's very cloudy, but it's nice and bright. I think that's the way I describe it. Cloudy but bright. And I've got to go. I've not got to ramble on today because I have an appointment at 11:45 and I need to get myself showered and stuff before I go. So yes, don't let me ramble on too much today. And tomorrow, hi Diane, for anybody who's interested, because you've all been so lovely in regards to our recovery from kidney donation and transplant. I've got my 6-week checkup tomorrow at the hospital, and I'm hopefully seeing the lovely surgeon who removed the kidney from me. So it will be nice to see him in different circumstances, because the last time I saw him was about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning of the operation. And, you know, I was a little bit nervous then. It wasn't too bad, but yeah. Good morning, Sarah. You're back from your holidays. Oh, lovely. Did you have a lovely time watching Sister Act, Sarah? Did you see it in London? I'm presuming you saw it in London because I know it is on tour at the moment. But if you saw it in London, then yes, I'm going to, thanks Betty for the prompt. If you saw Sister Act in London, Sarah, then my friend Bradley plays one of the 3 guys, Curtis's sort of henchmen, and he's called TJ. So he's sort of Curtis's nephew, and they do that brilliant song in Act 2, the lady in the long black dress. Anyway, if you saw it in London, I am rambling on about that, but my friend Bradley is in that production. He's been in it. He was on tour last year with it, but is based in London now. And I love Sister Act. And I don't know if people know, but I'm actually going to be in Sister Act in November. An amateur production, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So Betty's reminded me today. Oh, it is fabulous. Oh, and you must have seen Bradley then. Brilliant. Today is free shipping day. Woo! On orders over £60 or more. So if you're needing a little treat, if you're deserving a little treat, which we're all deserving, aren't we? Then please do it today, because you'll get free shipping. And that means you can spend a bit more on your Stampin' Up stuff, what you'd save on the shipping. Don't forget to put my monthly code in. And the easiest way to find that is if you go on my Paper Haven, well, it's always on my newsletter that I send. Well, I should send weekly. I sent a newsletter on Sunday night, and I also sent a reminder one this morning, bright and breezy. Well, I'm lying to you. I actually scheduled it, and I wrote it yesterday, and it went out this morning about 7:30. So if you're on my mailing list, my customer mailing list, you should have had a reminder about the free shipping, and the May code is also on that email. So I'll try and make things easy for you. Hi Carol, hi Sherida, hi Kay. So we've got a busy morning. Hi Anne. Right, so free shipping day. So yes, I look forward to seeing your orders come in, Betty and Anne. What have I got to tell you? Well, if you weren't on Friday, I shared that I've put loads of events on now, including the next 2 coffee and cards. So I've told people what the next 2 coffee and cards are going to be. They're both open for booking, but this is the imminent one that starts on the 18th of June. And it's the attention shoppers. Now, I don't want you to think it's just all about a shopping trolley, because you can do so much with that one. There's 3 different price brackets. Booking doesn't technically close until the 4th of June. But I'll show you a couple of cards. I'll actually show you them when I turn the camera around. And then there's another one starting towards the end of July, which will be the lovely Mediterranean blooms, which is the oranges and lemons. Now, lemons, Stampin' Up always say that they follow the trends of homeware and stationery and other things. Honestly, I called in Morrison's on Sunday for a couple of bits, like you do, and everywhere there were lemons down the one aisle. They have like one aisle, because it's not a massive one, of home, and there were lemon. Oh no, there was on 2 aisles. I'm lying to you. One was the home and one was like the outdoor bit, like barbecue stuff, picnic stuff. There were lemon tea towels. There were lemon mugs. There were, oh my goodness, what else were there? Glasses, I think. Then on there was picnic wear. There was cool bags. There were plastic plates for picnics. Everything was lemons. That was before I even looked at toiletries. So yes. So yeah, oh, Cheryl's done her order. Little Shop of Horrors. That's what you're on about, Betty. So that was the last musical I was in, actually. 2021. I've not been in one for nearly 3 years. Right. So I'll turn the camera around and we'll get cracking. Just lowered the camera a little so you might be able to see a little bit closer. So we're back on not much die cutting today, not any. I'm going to use my scissors and not too much stamping today. Week 3, and I've got my folders. Now I hope you're going to be impressed. I ordered some more of these last week, and I've now filled 5 with the current papers. So the 12 by 12 file folders with a button, really handy for, hi Debbie, really handy for storing your, hi Wendy, sorry I missed you saying hi there, Wendy M. Sorry my love. So we are going to just be using a little slither of paper today. And I'm going to set you a little challenge as well. Oh, I'm like, no, Julie, we don't want to have to think about things. Right, so this is the only piece of paper we're using today. In your kit, you should have your white card base. You should have a piece of white. If you're crafting along, because I have had a couple of ladies ask questions who aren't taking part, but if you want to take part next time, then come join us. I can send you the kits. So one of them was a lovely lady called Tracy, and so I'm going to give her a shout out. Tracy Evans, I think it is, and asked for the measurements. So this is a standard A6 card base that measures 10.5 by 14.8, and then I've just cut 0.5 centimetre off, so it's 10 by 14.3. Okay, so a very small border around, and you can't really see it very much. I will just say, and I'm going to take a couple of moments to mention this. The reason why I'm mentioning Tracy is because Tracy asked for measurements, but she said, please. Honestly, I have a thing about manners and saying please, and I think the saying of please is becoming less and less and less. And Craig laughs at me because I go on about it, but I was more happy to give Tracy the measurements because she was so polite about it. and not presuming. I've had people comment, mostly on Instagram, and it just says tutorial, and that's it. So I don't want to help people who just write one word, you know. I've gone a bit quiet. Oh, is it because my head was down? I might have to see if I can get an affiliate link to these wallets. So, yes, I think it's because my head was down, Wendy, sorry. So I was just moaning, really. You don't really need to, about people not using manners and not saying please, but thank you, Tracy. Thank you for having nice manners and asking, and I will always help people like that. So yes, just a little bugbear of mine. Okay, so I have cut one little blue coffee cup out, and then I know it's a bit naff to cut into this paper, but I'm going to cut where there's only like partial cups, and you want to cut your piece so it's 10 by 4 centimeters. There we go. It's a very easy card today. It's very quick. I'm just reading your comment. I can see you all saying please now. Exactly. Yeah, I know we haven't looked at the other design side, Betty, because we're focused on the cups. So this pattern is like when you get a bit of sort of overspill of your coffee cup and you get a little bit on the bottom of your cup, and they've created a cool design with that. So I think that's quite cute. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that to the bottom of the card. Okay, now I don't know if you can see, but I've done a bit of a splodge here, and then another coffee ring here. So I have actually used this stamp. If you've got the stamps, this stamp and this one. Now, my little challenge to you. Oh, have I got a little friend just come in the room? Oh, my little furry friend's just joined us. My challenge to you is, if you don't have the stamp set, you can either not have the coffee splodges, or you can maybe do some sort of splattering using a paintbrush or a marker in the lid. Or you could even try and create like a little splodge. It's up to you. Have a go. Have a go. You can always maybe do it before you stick the paper on. Hello, you're welcome in here if you go sit quietly. I'm just going to cut this out, even though the dies cut it. Good girl. There we go. So I'm just using pecan pie for the stamping. I'm just thinking about changing the greeting up. No, actually, I'll leave it. I've just used a really small one, and it says this one's on me. Oh, see you soon, Wendy. Thank you. Yes, you're all coming up with the ideas of the coffee ring. It's going to go somewhere a bit like that. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this twine. So I didn't say actually, but you have got some twine, and I'm going to show you an easy way to do this. But it does involve some double-sided. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tie it on the edge of the paper, but I'm going to glue it down there first. Well, glue it, I'm using double-sided. And then I'm going to, so I've wrapped it round twice. Okay, just put your scissors over it. Wrapped it round twice, pull it tight. Yep. And then trap it, pull it tight, and then put some more tape over it. So you've done that. It's just a little cheats way of doing it. Yeah. Make sure it's level and straight. Okay. And then the bit that you've got left, we're going to use to tie the bow. So this is instead of doing it all in one go and letting it go slack and things like that. So that's going to probably go about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this under the linen thread that I've already stuck down and tie a little bow. And judging on the amount that I've given you, you should have plenty. I just need to see. So I'll pull that tight, and then I'm just going to tie a little bow. Sorry if I went quiet. Okay. Actually, I'll stick that on after. So what I'm going to do now is glue this down to my card. And then I'm popping that on there. Oops. Okay, so main card done. If you want to, you can add some of the little, they're not called gems, the adhesive back swirl dots. Remember though, we've got 3 more cards to do, and you've only got 12, I think. There we go, and there's today's card. Really, really simple, clean, simple card. I think it was, linen thread is my favourite. I think it was a German lady who made this card. It is a very sort of European style design. And I copied it from her when I was looking at card designs, so for inspiration. So yes, that's week 3 done. What time are we on? Oh man, that was a quick one. It's only 52. So I'm sure you could make more than one of those today if you've got some extra supplies. Let me just pop my stamps away and then I can show you next week's card, because I have got it out. Close my ink pad. You could stamp a bean, you could. So that's week 3 done. So I'll show you week 4. Oops, that's not week 4, really. That's week 4. We're going lemon lolly next week. And we are doing this card. So we're going a bit lemon lolly and calypso coral. I did a poll actually on my Instagram. And I did ask, you know, last week's card that we did, and I did it in a, well, I'm saying last week's the one I did on Friday, which was still last week, wasn't it? Week 2 that I did on Friday. And I asked if people preferred Lost Lagoon or lemon lolly. And the consensus was Lost Lagoon. I think it got over 90%. But next week is definitely a lemon lolly week with some of the little peachy coloured gems on there. So that's what we'll be doing next week. And there's a nice die in there that we've cut out for you. You might need to poke out the holes, the little bits out of the holes. We just didn't have the time to do that, but I'm sure you can do that next week. So that's next week's. It'll be back to normal schedule Tuesday next week. And booking is open for the week, for the next round, well, the next 2 rounds, and it's just coming up on the bottom of the screen. Let me just look at your comments. Oh, that's brilliant, Betty. So we've had a booking. We've had our first official booking in for our paper crafts and piano event on the 12th of October, and Betty's thinking about coming as well. So, which is fabulous. So you can pay in 3 payments if that makes it easier for you. All the details are on my website, and we're really looking forward to it. So I hope to see some of you there. If anyone's coming from further afield and needs any help with anything, please let me know. So the next coffee and card is going to be with this stamp set. These are 2 cards I shared with you last week. So like I'm sharing here, you don't have to have the trolley on the card. Obviously this one I've done with the trolley, but the images are fabulous, and I have started a card, another one, and I've not even finished it. But I'm going to do like a little row of a shopping bag and a cake and a bottles and a plant, and do that as like a birthday card with it, with not a trolley on it. So that's going to be a nice one. I do need to finish that. So yes, that is that for today. And if you've got any questions about anything, give me a shout. I won't turn the camera around because I've just lowered it. Right, did you look on a phone, Betty? The reason that I say is because Julie's got super organised, and I've got more than 6 events that are listed. If you look on a phone, it doesn't do the calendar like a calendar. It's different on a phone. I'm not sure about an iPad actually. Thank you, Debbie, and you too. I'm not sure about an iPad, but on a phone, it only shows the next 6 events that are open, and then the drop off once they've happened. You can find it if you scroll further down. There's a little search field with a magnifying glass, and if you type in piano, then it will come up. But what I'll do is I will send you the link after this video before I go in the shower. I'll do that now, and then you've got the link. Okay. I don't know what goodies are going to be included because I've not seen the catalogue yet. But rest assured, I will choose something that I think will be fabulous. So with all that, I will say goodbye to you and happy free shipping day. So I look forward to seeing all the orders come flooding in. Joking. No, any questions, please give me a shout, and I'll see you soon. See you later. Bye.